Well, go on, my people. Sports of the Bone here again, man. Yeah, shout out to all the viewers and subscribers. Bless up for all of the support. Now, we see where Issa come out the other day and saying that, boy, they cancelling sports for the Christmas term. And we're talking about from September to December. No, this didn't come as much surprise because with what is going on here with the Big C, we don't know, say, boy, we don't even know if we're going to be able to go back in the physical school before the end of this year. So them coming out and saying that, it wasn't much of anything. So we're talking about major sports like football and netball. Now, Doncaster Cup, Manning Cup and the netball competition, these are competitions that usually starts off in like the latter part of September leading to October, I think, somewhere thereabout. Now, for the people that would have been looking forward to seeing some exciting Manning Cup and Doncaster Cup football along with some exciting netball matches, we are not going to be seeing any of that for this term. Now, we don't know what is going to happen further down in the new year, but, based on what is happening here, we will not be seeing any of that for this term. And with this thing expected to spike after the whole election and all of that, it is highly unlikely that down in the January, February there, things will be under control to a level where students will be allowed to go out and participate in activities. Remember now, we're not talking about a club, an established club where you can get all the players and have them quarantine and play and stay in a bubble and play. We're talking about school kids. So if there isn't any physical school, I doubt there's going to be any sports. So that is what is happening. Now, my major concern right now is going to be for the student athletes that usually use sports as a way out, as a way of getting into some of the top universities and top colleges overseas. Usually throughout champs, throughout Doncaster Cup and Manning Cup, throughout the netball competition, we would have coaches and managing personnel from overseas coming in to watch our youngsters play. And majority of the time, loads of them usually secure scholarships, whether it be full scholarship or part-time scholarship, to go and study overseas and also to help develop their sporting discipline, whatever they are in. No, it was the other day I was watching sports news and I still hear a couple of coaches saying, boy, this champs thing, they shouldn't have cancelled champs 2020. No, I don't know if this is out of selfishness or this is out of lack of knowledge. I mean, people might look at it and say, here what, we decided to cancel champs when we had only one case, but we were looking forward to opening school when we had hundreds of cases. Now, this line of argument would make any sense, because here we know, when we had one case, it's not like we were aware of how to deal with it. You understand? So one case in the country probably would have make everybody panic, because at the end of the day, we weren't sure how the thing spread, what we can do to make sure so we don't catch it and all of that. But we are now at a stage where we know exactly how to control it, and if we are disciplined enough, we might be able to control it to a certain level. So I doubt people should be looking back and saying, boy, it was one case when we decided to cancel champs, because we can't look at it with the same with the same way how we would look at it now, because we didn't have the knowledge in March. Whatever we know now, we didn't know it in March. So, we had to take every sort of precautions. And I mean, even with Issa coming out and saying, no, boy, they cancel the football season and the netball season, a lot of coaches usually use these type of competitions to bring in some amount of money. We are aware that not all coaches are on retainer. That means it's not a case where the school pay them right throughout the year, even when there's no competition. Most coaches are paid based on competition settings. So if the season is cancelled, then majority of the coaches probably not going to get any salary. But at the end of the day, we have to be able to look at it from a realistic point of view and from a logical point of view and know, say, we have to put the kids first. Even though we are thinking, say, boy, it can't work like this, it can't work like that. At the end of the day, most of the Jamaican people are not going to send out their children to school. Much less we go say, boy, you can't go play contact sport. That's not going to happen. So I think right now the best thing to do is to make sure that is to cancel all sports as relates to school. And if it's even up to the December term, as Issa came out and said, boy, they're cancelling for the Christmas term, I guess they're going to look at it with fresh pair of eyes down in the new year, in the January, February, thereabout. I guess the decision will come depending on how the cases are. But at the end of the day, your health comes come first. So that's just one of the things. But as I was saying earlier, my major worry is that a lot of the students will be missing out on scholarship opportunities. And I mean, even looking at it from a point of view, say, boy, this is what most of the youths in the ghetto used to get out, or what in the areas that people refer to as ghetto. A lot of them use their footballing skills, their netball skills, their basketball skills, their track and field talent. This is what carry a lot of them out of their situation, allow them to go overseas and study and to pursue different careers. So this is my major concern right now, that students will be missing out. And I mean, people might be saying, boy, even if they miss out 1 year or 2 year, then that not do anything, then can catch up back after the whole pandemic over. But you see, when you're talking about elite sports, 6 months can make a major difference. 6 months can decide whether or not you become a professional athlete, or if you just become one of them wash up athlete. So we're talking about an aspiring athlete sitting out 1 year because of the pandemic. That isn't anything good. But at the end of the day, it is the reality that we are faced with. So we really feel away if say, especially students that would be leaving grade 11, 6th form and looking for opportunities. Even those that would have already have their scholarships pending. The universities might reach out and say, here what, we still want to offer you the scholarship. You are still in our mind, but just hold on until we get a grip on this thing. And some of these youngsters won't be able to hold on, whether they are going to get themselves in situations that will hamper them from going further in their sporting career. Loads of things are out there now to distract youngsters that are going to be sitting down for a year. A lot of things going to be out there to distract them. So right now we just have to go and hold the faith and wish the best for the youngsters. I mean, we know that a lot of people are losing their jobs. Loads of people not being able to move around as freely as they would want to. But we still have to look at the future. We have to look at the youngsters, because at the end of the day, they are the future. They are the ones that are going to come and run this world, so that is the thing. So for the people that are saying, boy, it was too early for Issa to say, all right, cancel the Christmas term sports. I don't think there is any weight to that argument, because this thing is going up way up more than how it is expected to come down. So having students staying home is the best thing right now. At the end of the day, we don't know how soon they will come up with a vaccine, or we don't know what is going to happen. But you have to try and make decision that is best for the moment. And at the moment, the best decision is to make sure that students are home. And I am aware that loads of coaches would have already been in their program, loads of coaches would probably have started bringing in youngsters in groups working on things, whether it be football or track and field or netball coaches, because I have seen where coaches already start to lay out plans, but this is going to basically take a back seat right now. If Issa say boy no sport confirm say no sports for the Christmas term, then we allow the youngsters them to stay home and go and read them book and see what them can, if them can do some work online. Because at the end of the day, the school work and the sports goes hand in hand. So just have to wish the best and hope say things turn out good. Because I just one of them thing there. Yeah man. So usually we bash Issa but at the right now we are work with Issa the right call them make. But the youngsters them stay home and leave the sports for a while. I just say it go. Sports to the bone. Keeping you informed. Remember to like, share, leave a comment. If you have not yet subscribed, remember to subscribe to the channel. I'm out.